More than a few folks here in Pine Island admit that they've worried from time to time as winter snow has melted and the showers have fallen this spring. But there's a feeling among many that the worst of the potential spring flooding danger has passed. At least that's what everyone is hoping.
They were full of water. Pots and pans were full.
Show me again how high the water came.
It came up to about right here.
Faye Colgan will never forget the flooding of last September in Pine Island.
When it rains, I get nervous. Yep, I don't like it.
The South Fork of the Zumbro River swelled far beyond its banks. Debris still in the trees offers a clue about just how high the water got. What mattered most to neighbors on Lillian Lane is what the Zumbro did to their homes.
It really came up fast. The firemen and a lot of people were putting sandbags out. And they came around to my house, and it was starting to look just the edge of the house, and I thought, well, it won't come in. But they couldn't get ahead of it. And they came in the house and said, it hasn't crested yet, and so you better get out. And we didn't have time to be scared.
Lillian Lane became part of the river. 2 dogs that took refuge on a sofa in this home were rescued through the front window by a deputy in a boat. Over a 2-day period late last September, more than 6 inches of rain fell across a wide swath of southeastern Minnesota. The soaking showers and already saturated soil from a rather wet summer created a dangerous combination. It was the worst flooding many could ever remember in Pine Island. It is what some refer to as a 100-year flood, and they question if it could ever happen again anytime soon.
Tell that to the people that really suffered through it. Tell that to our emergency managers that have to respond immediately during the emergency.
We can get a sense of the damage and the disruption several flooded homeowners dealt with by looking at Faye Colgan's repair photos of her waterlogged townhome.
Oh, it was like rebuilding all over again because they had to go up, 4 feet where the seam is in the drywall. And I didn't know what room I was in sometimes because I was, cleaning or doing whatever I could. And because every room looked the same, you could see straight through my house.
Pine Island city leaders have 4 times the usual number of sandbags ready this spring. They are reviewing how to improve their response to future emergencies, and they learned something about their community last fall.
They pulled together. Disaster aside, what makes the response successful or not successful is the degree to which people work together. And I think Pine Island have worked very well together. We appreciate all the help we received.
After shelling out around $30,000 for repairs, Faye Colgan hopes she never has to live through a soggy and smelly nightmare again.
I'm just going to build an ark and have it in the backyard, and I'm going to use it. That's the only thing I can do. Like several others, Colgan says she didn't know anything about a potential government buyout of flood-damaged property before she decided to rebuild. For that very reason, the city has persuaded the government agency that is handling that buyout to extend the application deadline to close to the end of the month. In Pine Island, Dave Hansen, Olmsted County Journal.